Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit subscribers. So make sure you click that button below. I would appreciate it. So today we're actually going to be doing a Christmas theme reverse tie-dye. Customer that I've worked with before has reached out. She wants me to do 3 shirts. Now originally she just simply said she wanted just 3 tie-dye shirts, but instead I decided to go with reverse tie-dye because I just feel like it'll hold the green color just a lot more brighter rather than if we were to do a dye. So I already have my bottle with my bleach in it. I am leaving it 100% bleach. I'm not adding any type of like water in order to kind of weigh it down, just because I want it to be pure white as well as with the green. So I've already gone ahead. I actually ended up picking these shirts up from Hobby Lobby. They are the Gilded Heavy Duty 100% cotton, and you just need to go ahead and scrunch them up with a couple of hair ties, or technically I did rubber bands. I believe I only did 3 per shirt, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and scrunch everything once we're outside, and we're gonna get to that. So again, we have just random selections, honestly, when it comes to tie-dyeing or reverse tie-dyeing. So there's no rhyme or reason on where exactly to like bunch it and rubber band it. So just have fun with it. Again, we have 3 different sizes. Actually, I think we have 2 mediums and a large, but overall they're gonna all come out extremely different even if we tied them the same way, which is it's actually exciting when you think about it. So let's get outside. It's a beautiful sunny day, and let's get into it. All right, so I've gone ahead and selected a nice sunny spot on my driveway. This one does have 3 rubber bands. This one actually broke, so I'm just gonna kind of show you guys how I just kind of grab it. And again, no rhyme, no reason. And then I am just gonna twist it. We're gonna stick it next to it. And then my 3rd shirt, again, we'll keep it nice and close. Now I did pick up this spray bottle just from Walmart. I believe it's like 90 cents. Like I said, I didn't add any type of water, so this is 100% bleach. And then all I'm gonna do is spray if I can. It does take a little bit just because bleach is thicker than water. So you guys just have to just be patient. Hopefully this will work. I used to have a bleach bottle specifically for this, but I just didn't do it enough. And between me moving, I got rid of it. All right, come on, folks. All right, so since these bottles are cheap, I'm just gonna go ahead, transfer this over. I'll have to pick up another one. All right. Now I know for a fact this one works because I was just spraying it. Oh baby, look at that. All right, now just go crazy with it, because again, we want more white than green. And I will leave this out here for probably a good like 20 minutes, because obviously the longer I leave it out, the more vibrant it will get. All right, I think she's nice and soaked. And we're just gonna let her sit. So I did not do a time lapse just because my battery is low. But here's first impression. From the front, as you guys can see, it is a huge color difference. So that is looking phenomenal. Again, 20 minutes exactly. So I'm just gonna go ahead, turn everything over. We're gonna keep it in that scrunch mode. Copy and paste. So again, soak it on down. Don't be shy with this, because once you take those rubber bands off, that is when your green will peek through. I'm actually really liking it. Many days later. So tie-dye is done. I'll show you guys in just a second. Now for this customer, she is a repeating client. She actually owns a cleaning business, and I believe I've shown a video before, but through my craft source, I just ordered the full color, and I went ahead and just kind of picked up a few of her logos, even though we are only working on 3 shirts. So technically I'll have like 2 extras. Also, oh boy, maybe a year or two ago, I did show you guys a video. I'll go ahead and pop it up here. I actually did pretty well, where I bought DTF designs pre-made from somebody through TikTok. It's Tease Me. So if you guys have heard of her, I have purchased her stuff before. And when I was on Etsy, I kind of went ham and I bought like a bunch of her designs. But unfortunately, as everybody knows, my shop got closed down. So now I just kind of keep these on my backside. And she wanted some Christmas shirts, so I just went ahead and kind of just told her these are the ones that I have available if she was wanting some for me. So today she's actually going to be working on, I love this one. I don't even have it for myself, but it says, "Get in, losers. We're going to look at Christmas lights with the little Volkswagen." So we need 3 of those. So luckily enough, I ordered enough of those. And then all that we're gonna do is just heat press them on. And now with DTF, you do have to just do like a strong pressure with 315 degree on the temperature. You have to fully let it cool down before you can peel off, which we will talk about that here in a second. Shirts are officially done, dried, everything. So that is probably your most lengthiest process. The problem with reverse tie-dye is you have to have a sunny day. And the one sunny day that we had, I wasn't home. And so thankfully the next day was sunny and I was able to get these done. We did do front and back. Now, the one thing that I do want to disclose with you guys that I did not show in the video is I rubber band them, I put them together, I sprayed it, flipped it, sprayed it, whatever. But when I took all the rubber bands off, I really wasn't happy with the amount of bleach to green, like, I guess, contrast that we had. So I ended up just taking off all the rubber bands, just scrunched the shirts back together, soaked them, flipped them, soaked them. So I did that twice. And then what I ended up going and doing is, if you guys look very closely, you see like all these like splotchy little spots. I ended up just laying them out flat, like on the concrete, and then I just sprayed them. So that is where you're kind of getting that like spray look, which I really do like the ratio now. So you guys can see there's 1, we have 2, and then our 3rd one. So as you guys know, they all came out different, but they came out really good. And of course it's a lot more vibrant rather than if we did like a tie-dye. Now personally, I do like tie-dye, but again, this is an alternative option, which is also nice. So things that are different that I actually was never doing before, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is I used to never really warm up the t-shirt. I've always talked about it, but I didn't really do it. But I am seeing, honestly, in my opinion, just like a better, like it's adhering to the fabric a lot better. Also, what I'm doing is once it's fully cooled, I peel off the plastic. I will put it back in just for like maybe 8 seconds. And then I reapply it again, because then it's like, in my opinion, melting to the fabric of the shirt. So that's probably 2 changes that I've been doing. Okay, I don't know why I clamped it. Didn't need to do all that. But those are the changes that I've been doing. And honestly, I think the reason I've been doing it is because my shirt quantity has been a lot lower. So like, in my opinion, it's a little bit more doable, rather than if you're doing like 100 shirts, then it's just a lot. Again, my opinion, which probably means nothing to people. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place that. Now I do not need my protection sheet, just because it's not necessary yet. But as you guys can see, I do have a firm pressure. It's at 315, and I do put it on for, I believe, 10 seconds. Yes, 10 seconds. Now, of course, this does have to cool 100% before we can peel it. So we're just gonna go ahead and set this aside and work on the next 2. So 3 shirts are officially done. I'm just gonna go ahead, like I mentioned, I peel it off. Was I supposed to peel these hot? No. I think so. Oh my God. Guys, I am losing my mind. Maybe I should go back and watch my own video. Probably am. Because I'm so used to doing DFT, where you peel. No, what? I think I just screwed myself. And you don't want that with the prep that you have to do for these shirts. Oh, that makes me so mad. Because I'm in my own head and... No! So some of the lettering just kind of got messed up. You guys can see it right there. But now I'm worried because I've pressed all 3 of them. I know you don't need this parchment paper. I'm just doing it now because I'm irritated at myself. You're supposed to be able to peel these off hot and fast, but since I messed up, I don't want to peel them fast. Okay, that one came out way better. I can't believe I did that to myself. Cannot. Here is a better version. Isn't this so cute? She cute. I like it with the tie-dye. I wasn't sure how the tie-dye was gonna be with the green, but since this is way darker than the trees, actually looks really good. Also, I know some of you are going to ask, I actually have a sink out in my garage in this new house. And so I just let the shirts, I wash the shirts in there is basically what I'm saying. And then I did throw them in my dryer for like maybe a whole whopping 10 minutes. And to be honest, the shirts were still pretty damp. So I ended up just hang drying them the rest of the way. So I didn't like put them in the dryer. And the reason I decided against putting them in the dryer was specifically because I just didn't want the shirts to shrink on my watch. So I figured, yeah, I would not fully dry them because these are 100% cotton. So like I said, I just kind of got them just a little bit dry just so they weren't like dripping, if that makes sense. And then I just kind of stuck them on the hanger, as you saw, just to let them finish their thing out. All right, and then we got our final shirt. So what we're gonna do with this is immediately flip over. We are putting her logo on the back per her request. So we're just gonna go ahead, find the center. Now these I will tape down since they're actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them so I can find my center. I've talked about this before. I tried to avoid putting the tape physically over it. I've realized that sometimes when I did that, it was not securing to the fabric of the shirt. I don't know why. I don't really know how the tape could cause that, but it was. So that's why I was taking my time. Now with this, these do have to cool 100%. That I do know. So there you have it. The tie-dye, reverse tie-dye procedure is done. We have the iron-on for the front image, and then we went ahead and did her logo on the back. Now, I will be quite honest with you guys that if you're gonna use my craft source, the best way for like the perfect crisp outcome to look is if you create the logo yourself through like Cambia and upload it directly to the site. But if the client gives you the logo and then you have to upload it to Cambia in order to remove a background because they did not do that for you, there's two things that are going to happen. I've talked about this before. One is you are gonna get this like white, see how there's like a white outline around every single letter? But number two, like this is technically supposed to be, I believe, blue to match. And because it's such a small font, it did come out a different color. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I did talk with her, she was okay with it. I did end up knocking down the price a little bit just because of that error. Again, not my fault, but it is something that can happen when the image, just think of it as getting like transferred, upload it. Yeah, transferred. Well, yeah, because they're transferring it to me, then I'm transferring it to Cambia. Cambia is transferring it to the software, which is my craft source. So just keep that into consideration when you are doing that versus like, I posted one of a Halloween shirt, and this was a logo or an image that I just purchased directly off of Etsy and then went from Etsy directly over to my craft source, and look at the difference in the outcome, right? There's no little white line around it. Everything looks crisp and clean. So if you do not have like a DTF printer, that is always your best bet, is order to do that. I do want to get a DTF printer one day. It will happen, I promise you. I just don't know when that day is. But until then, we're just gonna be placing orders, getting it accomplished that way. So hopefully you appreciate the video. Sorry if it was a little lengthy. I really don't know how long it was, since it's been quite a few days since I actually filmed the beginning of this intro. So I do apologize on that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see you in the next crafting project. Bye everyone.